everyone, and how are you guys? Kamusta? So we are now in the chapter 9 of human-computer interfacing, human-computer interaction. Okay, sorry. So for this chapter, we will be discussing about the 8 UI design trends for 2020. So we will be using this one. Hindi na ako mag-create og presentation because David Tomzik, yeah, sakto mo siguro kung pag-pronounce, has a really great article for the different UI trends, design trends for 2020. So we will be discussing about the 8 UI UX design trends, and for you also to have an idea kung unsa na ang mga design nato karon, okay? Para ma-improve pa gid ang inyong pag-design. As what I have noticed in yung mga activities, poor pa kaya ang pagka-design, no? Murag basta-basta lang. Okay, so we will now discuss what are the design trends. First, okay, wait. Just read this one. The rapid growth of technology influences design trends every year. So as we all know that there are enhancements, dili man gani dili lang gani yearly, but karon gani halos monthly, you know, halos every month there are new design and new technologies that are being that are being implemented in the market. So as the technology growth, of course it influences the design trends. So there are some adjustment also when it comes to the design. So as a designer, you as the developers, kamuna siya, you need to be aware of existing and upcoming design trends, constantly learning and improving and expanding design toolkit in order for you to be up to date, of course, up to date on the current market. So based on research, experience, and observations selected, David Tom Zek selected very carefully 8 UI UX design. And as after reading also this article, sorry guys, this article, um, nakita na ko nga mura na siya, maupod ni siya ang mga pinaka-important gid nga inyong ma-learn. Okay? So first is animated illustrations. Okay, so illustrations have been in a digital product design for a long time. Their evolution in the last year is very impressive. Illustrations is a very popular design elements in natural feel and human touch to overall UX for our products. Illustrations are also very strong attention grabbers. At the top of that, by applying motion to these illustrations, we might bring our products to the life and make them stand out, adding extra details, personality. So first trend, very important, is animated illustration. Let's take a look at this sample. Okay, so I'm hoping that your applications have these illustrations. Di ba mo naman ang trends karon? If nabantayan ninyo, if you are using different apps na may mga um, ingon ana ng mga animations. Okay, so that's the first one trend. Next, okay, I think this is another example. Ayun, 'di ba? Mas sada siya lang taon, and the user experience becomes more beautiful, more pretty if you have this kind of design. So another benefit of applying motion is capturing users' attention and making users engage with our product. So animations are also one of the most effective ways to tell the story about your brand, products, and services. I hope you guys understand that. Next thread, we have this micro interactions. So interactions exist pretty much in every single app or website. You see them every time when you're opening your favorite app. For instance, Facebook has tons of different micro interactions, and I assume that the like feature is just the perfect example. Sometimes we are not even aware of existence, but they are so obvious, natural, and blended into user interfaces. Although if you move them from your product, you will notice very quickly that something really important is missing. So here's a sample for the micro interactions. Okay, So this one is when you click or when you press on the hamburger icon, and then there's something micro interaction happen. Okay, so again, dili kini mo siya notice, but always nimo siya nakita na nimo siya. Okay? Ayun. So here's another example. Yan, 'di ba? Na-change ang yung icon when you click it. So something like that, na gamay ng mga motion. So generally speaking, in UI UX design, sometimes even really small and subtle change might make huge impact. Diba? As you can see, gamay ra gani kay na change lang or naalang siya animation gamay, but it makes a huge impact. Diba? Sada silang taon. And micro interactions are the perfect proof that details and attention to them might greatly improve the overall user experience of your digital products and place them in the next or higher level. So every year, every new device brings new opportunities for creating brand new and innovative micro interaction. And 2020 wouldn't be an exception for sure. Okay? So gakaw man ang 2020, nakalimot ko sa ano, kung kano saan siya na-publish. Wala man. Okay, check na lang na ninyo. Next, we have the 3D graphic in web and mobile UI. Now, nana tayo 3D graphic, okay? The 3D graphic exists, kabalo naman siguro no, three-dimensional, three-dimension. 3D graphic exists pretty much everywhere. In movie, video games, adverts on the street. So 3D graphic has been introduced a few decades ago and since then has improved and evolved dramatically. So mobile and web technology is also growing rapidly fast. Now we have new web browsers capabilities have opened the door for 3D graphic, allowing us designers to create and implement amazing 3D graphic into modern web and mobile interfaces. Okay, so here's the sample one. Ayan. So that is a new trend. Eh, di ba mas nice man good ang experience sa user kung inana ang iyang kakita ba? Okay, so here's a sample. There's one example also. Yan. So imagine kung kana na yung kakakita. Di ba tsada kayo ang may experience? So creating and then integration of 3D graphic into web and mobile interfaces requires some specific skills and tons of work. But very often the results are very rewarding. And that's really true. Okay, see that. Diba? Um, wait. Oh, okay. So again, 3D graphic renders allow to present the product or services in a lot more interactive and engaging way. So for instance, 3D graphic renders could be reviewed in 360-degree presentation, improving the overall UX of the product. So in 2020, even more brands will use 3D renders models to present the product or services in order to emulate the real world in-store shopping experience. Okay, so next is virtual reality. I believe you already heard about virtual reality. So in 2019 has been a big year for VR. Okay, so in the last years we have seen a lot of progress and excitement in the VR headsets, mostly in the gaming industry. We need to keep in mind that gaming industry very often brings innovation and new technologies into digital product design, and research proves that VR is no exception as after Oculus Quest in 2019 launch, many opportunities have opened for other industries. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg has already tested exciting hand interaction feature and officially announced hand tracking update for Quest coming yearly 2020. Okay, so this one, the virtual reality. Okay, so it's the number 4 trend that you should learn Ayan. Okay. I think the Sony and Microsoft will release their new kabalo naman siguro tana. Ayun. Next is augmented reality. So in the last years, we have seen a lot of progress, excitement, and improvement of augmented reality. So the world's leading tech companies are investing millions into AR development. So we should expect to expand and grow this technology in 2020. So even Apple, I think dapat 2021 na nga trend atong ano, but same na sila. So kay hapit naman mauman ang 2020. But yeah, same na gyapon na sila ang mga trends. So even Apple has introduced their own AR toolkit called ARKit 3 to help designers and developers build AR-based products. So actually, as you can see mo na siya ang sample, like naana jud ka sa murag real na bitaw ang imo ang murag na nagi ka sa sulod ba? Murag real na gid kay imong gakakita, no? Which is really a very great improvement if this one will be applied to your products. Because like example, if na kay shopping application dara, no, ipasulod na nimo si user gid dito imo na siyang allow na niya mo siya nga medyo murag matouch na niya ang product bisan wala siya gaka-touch, di ba? Imagine kung inana na ang trend nato. Okay? So here's some example. This one is by Apple. Di ba? Murag na siya sa sulod. And this one also. So imagine if you have this kinds of UI in your products, then of course daghan kag investors nga mo makuha, no, with your applications kung unsa man imong gi-present dara nga application. Okay, so here's the example also. Ayun, this is a measuring temperature. Ayan, di ba? See, mura na siya tinuod. No, amazing kayo kung ang imo ang products pito nga display kay ingon na siya ba, no, augmented. So consider mo palit, di ba? So there are endless opportunities to innovate and create brand new and exciting experience in the AR space. UI design for AR will be one of the major trends in 2020. So as a designers, we should be prepared and eager to learn new tools, principles when creating AR experience. Next is, oh, that was number 5. Okay, number 5. Next, number 6 is Neumorphism. Okay, what is Neumorphism? Generally speaking, skeuomorphic design refers to the design elements that are created in realistic style. Tinud-anay na siya, no? Or realistic way to match the real life objects. So the growth of VR or AR technology and latest design trend shown on the most popular design platforms, if you could check on the Dribble, Behance, etc., might make skeuomorphic design come back in 2020. But this time, with a lot modern fashion and slightly modified name, oh, we have now new skeuomorphism, or also called as neomorphism. So here's the example. Please take a look at this example. Ayan. Ayan. Kabantay ka? Ah, oh, kabantay mo. Naglahi na siya ang iyang design, di ba? Yan. So here's the sample. Yan. So as you may have probably noticed, neomorphism represents a very detailed and precise design style. Okay? And highlight, shadows, glows, attention to details is very impressive and definitely on the spot. Di ba maklaro kayo nimo siya? So neomorphism was already inspired by a lot of designers from all over the world, and there is a big chance that neomorphism will be the biggest UI design trend in 2020. Okay? Yan, muna siya mga example. If you want other examples pa you can search it. Feel free to search it in Google. Next, asymmetrical layouts. Okay, so in the last years, we have noticed huge growth of asymmetrical layouts in digital product design. So traditional or template-based layouts are definitely going away. But 2020 will not be any different as this trend will going to continue. So proper usage of asymmetrical layouts add a lot of character, dynamic, and personality to your design so they do not template based. So they do not template based anymore. Okay, so here's the example one. Asymmetric, di ba? Ayan. Ayan. Kabantay na siguro mo, nakabisit na siguro mo different, ano, different na mga sites or naka-install na siguro mo mga different applications that has this kind of design. So again, if you want any other examples, just feel free to research. There's a lot of room for creativity as the number of options and opportunities when creating asymmetrical layouts are endless. Although creating successful asymmetrical layouts requires some practice and time, placing elements randomly on the grid wouldn't work. Also, they should be used and implemented with care. So always keeping in mind users' needs. What do we want to get them lost when using our products? Do we? Diba? Ayun. So that was number 7, asymmetrical layouts. Next, number 8, storytelling. So stories play a very important role in overall UX and digital product design. You might see them very often on the landing pages as introduction to the brand, product, or new service. So storytelling is all about transferring data to the users in the best possible informative and creative way. This could be achieved by copywriting mixed with strong and balanced visual hierarchy. You have typography, illustrations, high quality photos, bold colors, animations, and interactive elements. So the storytelling, right? That's one of the most important thing. So here's example one. So please take a look at that example. Diba? If you have that kind of design, what would you feel? Diba? How would you see it? So kung ako ang user, of course, ganahan ko magbalik-balik to visit, no? To visit this application. Ayan. So I hope you guys nga ayuhon pud na ninyo ang inyong design, no? Again, there are already a lot of samples that you can check on the internet. Kung mag-search lang mo, tanaw ninyo so that you achieve, the best way, the best UI design for your project. So what happens in the storytelling also, it will help you to create positive emotions and relationship between your brand and users. Storytelling might also make your brand a lot more memorable and making users feel like they are part of your products and services. So they would like to associate with them. Having said that, storytelling is also great and effective and efficient marketing tool that might greatly increase the sales of your product or services. Because at the end of time, what's the reason why you have this kind of system? What's the reason why you have this kind of solution to a problem is because of course, naakay sale, no? Naakay profit, no? Of course, money, diba? So storytelling as the very successful tool will continue and expand in 2020. So as the summary, animated illustrations, number one. By applying motion to illustrations, we might really make our designs stand out and bring them to life. Micro interactions, these are the perfect proof that details and attention to them might really improve the overall experience of your digital product. And of course, 3D graphics in web and mobile interfaces. So new web browsers capabilities open the door for 3D graphic, allowing us designers to create and implementing amazing 3D graphics into modern and web mobile interfaces. Next is virtual reality. So gaming industry very often brings innovations and technologies into digital product design. Number 5 is augmented reality. So there are endless opportunities to innovate and create brand new and exciting experiences in AR space. So UI design for AR will be one of the major trends in 2020. So as designers we should be prepared and eager to learn new tools, principles in creating AR experience. Next, we have Neumorphism. Again, the growth of VR/AR technology and latest design trends shown on the most popular design platforms might make skeuomorphic design come back in 2020. So, but this time with a lot modern fashion. And of course, asymmetric layouts. Again, there is a lot of room for creativity as the number of options and opportunities when creating asymmetrical layouts are endless. Although creating successful asymmetrical layouts requires some practice and time. Next one is the storytelling. Okay, again, it is all about transferring data to the users in the best possible informative and creative way. So, very important that you should bear in mind the creative way. Okay, there should be some animations and then ang mga text is dili siya pangit lang taon and dapat gamay ra dali ra siya masabdan. It will also has a great and efficient it will also be great and efficient marketing tool that might greatly increase the sales of your product or services. Okay, so which of the trends I've mentioned has got you the most excited? Is there any other trend that should have been included in the list? Okay, if you want, if naay wala daw sa list, you can contact Dawid Tomzik. Okay, credits to Dawid because this is really a great article and which I could really say that mao po din siya ang pinaka-important. And of course, to listen the time for research, then why not use this? Okay, diba? So I hope you guys have understand, have learned something what are different UI trends for 2020, and I believe that there would be improvements in the next year. But sa karon lang, I hope na you will, add some updates on your design for you to be able to, of course, have a nice design when you submit your activities. No, dili lang na siya activity nga sayon sayo nun rin. Okay, so I hope you guys have learned something. If there is anything that is unclear to you, feel free to search it in Google. You can always, Google is your best friend, and the samples also are already in there. So maulang to siya. Okay, so thank you so much. I hope you guys are in a good situation right now and keep safe and always again follow the different health protocols for the COVID-19. So keep safe guys and thank you so much. God bless.